This week, in my own neighborhood, 2 houses away, a man came careening around the corner on 2 wheels. He was going so fast, he was pursued by police. The man flew up into the neighbor's yard, crashes the car, jumps out of the car, runs down the street. The policeman, who is a motorcycle cop, literally just kind of watched him. So now myself and the rest of my neighbors walk out onto the street and we're just incredulous. And we're like, hey brother, you gonna call for some backup or something here? I mean, and he went that way, and what are you gonna do? And I'm not picking on this personal cop, but what I witnessed was just unbelievable. And literally, probably 45 minutes went by before there was backup. No police copters, no backup of any sort. The reason there was finally backup was a couple of women who also lived on our street were so fed up, they finally called 911. And I only bring this up because this was something I witnessed in my little neighborhood that's not in a bad neighborhood. And, you know, you have to be prepared. Listen, I was also here for the 1992 riots. I was here for the Northridge quake. So what we're describing here is not necessarily always at the hands of a nefarious group. It's just life, man. And you've got to be prepared. And it is possible you may not get any help from the police.
No, that's, you know, it's relying on yourself. And this is, again, the warrior ethic. You rely on yourself. You don't need somebody to save you. Come on. You know, we've really lost as a society that kind of a warrior idea where you do things for yourself, you can think for yourself, you can figure things out, and you can solve problems. We now, you know, we've become a nation of whiners and expect somebody else to fix everything for us. You know, it's a mental attitude. We've got to lose this mental attitude of just relying on big daddy state, big brother state to solve all our problems, that the government is going to do everything for us. They're not. The one thing government always does is make things worse. I've never heard or seen, not in history, ever, anywhere, in whatever culture or time of history, that the government ever did anything good. I don't know where people ever got this idea that big government is going to be better for us. It's not. So all it is assuming responsibility for your life and for the health and well-being of you and your family and your community. So yeah, the cops aren't going to be there to help you. And then when the riots happen, look what, you know, how many examples, and these examples go back to the 60s where rioters get out of control and they torch half the city, for crying out loud. And then where's the cops? Well, they were told to stand back, you know. So if you're stuck there in the middle of that riot and the city's burning down around you, the cops aren't going to help you. Not even now, during supposedly the best of times, they were told to stand down. So you're on your own. And the sooner you can understand that and make a mental preparation that when things happen, it's up to me and my family to survive it. And that means, you know, being responsible for our own food, be able to look after yourself for at least a month, have enough food stockpiled for a month, so that you don't have to run to the grocery store, you don't have to wait for a government handout for food drops to be delivered to your neighborhood. You can live on your own for a month. Get some medical supplies together, so just in case the ambulance doesn't come. You know, for example, I'm teaching martial arts here, and the biggest number of students that we have signing up are paramedics. And you know why? Because the paramedics, when they go out on calls, get attacked daily. And it's unbelievable, but that's what their culture has become. Ambulance drivers, when they arrive on the accident scene or a crime scene, they're often attacked by the people that called them. So, you know, this isn't going to go on for much longer. If things get really bad, there's not going to be an ambulance come to get you, okay? So you're on your own. So at least have enough medical skills to keep the person stabilized for, you know, 2 or 3 days until we can finally, you know, get a professional to take a look at them. But if you think the ambulance is going to get there in 15 minutes, they're not. You're on your own. So learn how to, you know, do basic first aid, search and rescue, and get some medical supplies. Not a whole lot. You don't need an operating room, but get a decent kit. Not one of these $15 kits from the drugstore. They're useless.